to do what they can here to just hold on to the ground that they currently have. But Vivid working on it just a touch. Shut down in LA. Okay, that will do well. 14 seconds to fight for, and like you said, they've got the favorite side.
They see him here? Somebody see him? Oh yeah, I was about to say, yeah, they were on this dude. They were on Gwyn. Yeah, Josie sees him right here. I was really confused.
Shut down in LA. Okay, that will do well.
I was like, two players are hunting this guy down.
Favorite side.
It actually kind of works though. I mean, look at this. Everybody's looking at him. All 3 players are looking this way. I mean, this just allows him to just go this way. Vivid.
Now, if you are LA, you have the numbers.
Okay,
you still know that you're trying to locate where one player is. Gwyn just going to play his life over towards gold. But now his teammates are shooting. You got to start to put yourself into the play. Unfortunately, he is going to get shot from behind, but the pressure from the teammates at least keeps it mixing from the front end. But LA Thieves have those back spawns right back into B2.
Indeed the case. Looking solid, at least to start for now. Here's the break attempt coming in from the front. Scrap able to deal with the first, trade it out. And that will be enough just for Carolina to hold their ground around Pool. Hydra working on it.
Well, big
taken down though, and this is going to lead to an opportunity to break it from the front. LA still spawning close, but they're not really dealing with the numbers that they want at the moment.
This hill spawns make no sense. I feel like this hill is okay. You can easily flip. I think the B is honestly, I don't know if it changed if I blacked out, but P3's been really odd.
So the final 20 in favor
we'll get
of the Thieves.
there's been a couple of situations this last week.
Carolina, this is where you got to put a lot of focus on because this was the difference maker last time you played them. They just simply out-rotated you, especially towards this P3 and P4. It has to be better here.
Oh, that darn door. Who put that door there?
With the exit eliminations allowing Slasher to try to play for old, but it doesn't really work out as calculated because Envoy over towards New has already won a couple of the key gunfights and can move his way over into our 1v1 here with Slasher. Stun will land. Slasher to the pistol. Runs out of ammunition, and Envoy will be on.
Is it bad to think Ravens maybe perma T4s? They don't have Slaney Q over the top dogs. The only maps is when TJ Gwyn are online. I don't think that's like rude to say. I mean, it's kind of what everyone thinks, but if they become like 50-50 in Hardpoint versus the top teams, the problem is like, don't they lose like a round 11 search, right? They just can't lose those versus these guys. You have to win your strengths versus these teams.
3 in a row trying to flip the map.
Yeah, spawns now flip. You already have players contesting it. Gwyn just takes away top art. You're not gonna.
That's Gwyn. They just don't pick up on Gwyn. Does he get a kill here? No. They got random map 1 and 3, but right, just the way vetoes work. Obviously, you don't want to lose the control, but you would probably get to your hardpoint game 4, right? Let me see. So what? They were the higher. So this was actually their map pick. So that's not good. You don't want to lose your map pick. But it would have been a red card. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're winning that one.
Pistol. Runs
okay,
out of
so Gwyn just.
And Envoy will be on 3 in a row trying to flip the map.
Yeah, spawns now flip. But you already have players contesting it. Gwyn just takes away top art. You're not going to be prepared for this if you are the Thieves. He's able to find one kill. Now you got to try to scatter and find the players on towards the hard point, but spawns now flip. So a great heads-up play there from Gwyn to put his team on the preferred side, going for that money hill at P4, but there's still a lot of time here to fight for.
Yeah, David putting a little bit of pressure on the pinch, actually pulls Ghosty away from the hard point. This is a little bait and switch right here for the Royal Ravens, but Ghosty, Envoy, pick it up nicely. Still keep the hard point relatively contested. Back and forth we go. 15 seconds of scrap time. Looking good for the Thieves as Carolina will turn tail and make their way over to P4.
It's a good time.
Yeah, they already have that side. You just got to make sure you find a couple kills. You don't want to flip out at the wrong time. There's a lot of pressure from the Thieves already on the overextension through old P3. They find the aggressor and Hydra through the middle of the map.
We dead.
First wave done. Carolina able to shut them down on their initial push. LA Thieves have to regroup and find a way on in.
Yeah, they're going to try to have Hydra hit a late pinch here while the rest of the Thieves
this might work out really well.
Flooding from the bottom side of the minimap. Gwyn, the one in really the only
this is just a heads up play here by Hydra. We'll see if this leads to a break, but I mean, as soon as this kill goes down right here, he just kind of knows if there's somebody watching this, like top window is going to look this way, because as soon as this guy dies here, they're thinking 3 or 4 are going to flood this way, which is true. So you have to turn. So Hydra just times this really well.
Flooding from the bottom side of the minimap. Gwyn, the one
Slasher tries to pick it up.
Only lane that possibly could be opened up by Hydra. Slasher can't see him.
Spawn him
so
out,
Hydra's going to find one. Yeah. This is going to allow at least momentary entry for Thieves from the front, but the pinch off the back is what you're really worried about. Hydra's able to find elimination. Does it fully block the spawns? No, it doesn't. So now it's just down to, can they take Hydra out? They do.
That's a good job by Carolina.
One more hit from the front, which is being handled by Gwyn.
Just dealing with Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra made such a good play, man. He was just hoping that his teammates could find at least 1 or 2 kills, because that would have spawned them all the way across the map. But when he falls, Carolina is still able to hold on to this money hill. Only 10 seconds here to fight for. Hydra's gonna give it one last hoorah. He gets
Oh,
it.
maybe it's our
Carol,
14
Scott,
and
your
6,
turn.
huh?
TJ Lee finds a double. So Carolina with a perfect hold there at P4 to take the lead by a slight margin.
Yeah, desperately needed. It does give them that 14-point lead, like you mentioned, but as we rotate back to P1, Thieves, decent setup around this neutral hard point. Hydra watching the front door, Envoy watching the pinch. Spawn's moving just a touch here as Scrap will spawn over towards Old. So again, the threat established. Just comes down to can the Thieves handle it as TJ's already playing off the pinch.
There's just so many angles that they have to account for, and every single angle being watched turns into a one-on-one gunfight, and they find all 4. So now the Thieves, loving the way that they're currently playing this. They know that it's a clean 4 dead, but no one in a position to try to flip those spawns immediately. So we had to try to play for a second wave of kills, but Carolina, they reinforce their way on in. That's 3, make it all 4. It does not matter. Hydra finding that one-on-one. Spawns flip for LA.
Yeah, big wins right there for LA and at least give them advantage over towards P2. But TJ cleaning things up around the old time here at P1. They've been following behind that. Hydra on rotation as the spawns will move.
Did he spawn here? I guess they had to side.
And at least give them advantage over towards P2, but TJ
the last one?
cleaning things up around the old time here at P1. They've been following behind that. Hydra on rotation as the spawns will move.
That's a good read right there by Slasher.
Here for Carolina. Tie game, but Carolina will win the new hard points, and with that, also the new spawns.
And you already have players creating layers. Look at how far pushed up Slash is towards the front side of Cat. He's going to put himself in a very impactful situation, but just losing that gunfight towards the back end. Now opens up these spawns for the Thieves. They make it count.
I mean, how does that happen? Wait. Okay, so you killed Hydra right here. I guess there's still 5 seconds left. So Gwyn's middle of the map.
Tie game, but Carolina will win the new hard
Gwyn dies when P1's still there.
Also the new spawn.
See spawn. Okay, so you spawn back P2.
You already have players.
Get a kill.
Look at how far pushed up Slash is.
Yeah, I guess you need TJ to like find one there.
He's going to put himself in a very impactful situation, but just losing that gunfight towards the back end. Now opens up these spawns for the Thieves.
So
they
easy.
make it count. Every single kill in the feed lights up red. The break is good, and there's a lot of time that they can start to pull away with.
Envoy's been massive on these rotations, helping out Thieves with these late break attempts that are coming through. Hellstorm out as Vivid feels the pressure. TJ Gwyn opening for the first 2 eliminations. Spawns will move once again. Trophy system is in place around the hill, but Ghosty's the last one left. He's already tagged down 9 HP. The hunt is helping out Thieves with these late break attempts that are coming through.
Okay, so use the Hellstorm, get a couple of kills.
TJ Gwyn opening for the first 2 eliminations. Spawns will move once again. Trophy system is in place around the hill, but Ghosty's the last one left. He's already tagged down 9 HP. The hunt currently ensuing. Decent battle here from Ghosty, but better evasion from TJ as he's able to get the support to find the elimination. Scrap time going to be fought for. Hydra nearly doesn't finish off the kill that's in front of him, but this is all about rotation for Carolina as Scrap will get the last 10.
Yeah, Carolina had to invest that Hellstorm there.
Oh, where did yo? There he is. Hello.
With this game, still only going to be a 10-point difference. They have the rotation over towards New. You have a natural pinch on the cards. If the players that are sitting over towards RM Palace, you need to find a couple kills. Vivid, great finesse. Just simply play your life the way that you did. That leads to 2. Make it 3 dead. Still in control of our and on that hard point.
Things looking decent now for Carolina. Thieves try to re-break over to P3, but for Carolina, it's about playing the macro game as we jump into a Royal Ravens listening.
Their pillar lobby. One shot in. One more mid. He's their pillar hill envoy. Shoulder it.
That's going on around here.
Their pillar envoy. Yeah, crossing right, son. Crossing right, I'm twice. Auto pump. Give me a second. Is he auto pump? Auto pump still. Auto pump. He's shoulder in their pillar. Shoulder in their pillar there, guy.
I mean, I know that Scrap is here, but this is what's been happening. Like, you have 2 players art. Slasher should just spawn back here, right? I mean, he should, in my mind. How does he just get a freebie like this?
I'm twice. Auto pump. Give me a second. Is he auto pump? Auto pump still. Auto pump. He's shoulder in their pillar there, guy.
You still get about 30 here for Thieves. But man, that is ugly. It was like this all weekend. P3, I don't know.
2-0. One's going outer, one's going vote. There's 3-0.
That's a bad death. We're gonna spawn out.
You Hydra out. My cat. I'm gonna go right on. I'm gonna go right on you, Hydra. Yeah, just play like. Don't worry about time right now. He's in time. 3 on time.
In the back on me, 1 shot, bro.
Top hill.
2 in the back, 2 playing the back, 2 playing deep.
They shot me cross art. Anyway, he's back. 1 shot. Still in the back. What's the time? Back to me. Top hill. In the back. In the back, don't see that. I'm in the back, 1 shot. He's still shot. Top hill. In time, one spot two. Crossing right.
It spawns if you're Ravens, but they just fight from the hill. Still like 3-4 players here from Thieves.
This is good as time, we get it. Still top. That's the hydro. Weekend time. Top. In time, weekend time. Time, be on the stairs. We're going challenge. We're challenge
On time.
So it was before this, the start of P3, 110 to 115. So they get 32 seconds there, and then they get more. Yeah.
Going out right.
That's just a huge stretch there for Thieves.
Hydra dead. That's probably like 18. That's not cat. 18.
Well, Jay, we often kind of just try to evaluate how the communication is going between players, but you can definitely feel the wind out of the sails for the Ravens trying to break that P4.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, man, because at the end of that P3 hardpoint with only 10 seconds left, everyone falls besides two. So LA Thieves just bombard their way up through the street.
Wow.
They win the last two gunfights, and then even when Carolina gives themselves another opportunity to work back in the 3v4, that setup was so tight from the Thieves, but it was picture perfect on simply not allowing them to get in. Now all of a sudden you're up by 100. Carolina have a tall out of the climb to get back into this game, and it sort of has to start literally right now. You need to.
How did Surge spawn behind P4 in that final hill against LA Thieves? Oh, that one? We'll get to that one later.
Yeah, it starts and finishes.
We'll get to that one later.
For Carolina, they have to have this P2, and they're already being tested as a couple of players will spawn across the map. Thieves trying to get as much time as they possibly can here on P1, and they will find a pretty good deal of it. 100-point game. Carolina currently in control of P2, but they don't have eyes on Ghosty immediately, and actually Scrap will spawn in, but Gwyn quick to deal with it. TJ following up, and Carolina will hold initially.
Yeah, I thought with the player getting too aggressive towards Cat, no one blocking towards the back, with Scrap getting that spawn, it was going to be unreadable, but Gwyn proves me wrong. And now that leads to them still holding on to this hard point. Very tight setup. Another 3-for-1 trade. 35 seconds still to fight for. You're forcing all of these to try to break this through the middle with how aggressive Slasher is. But once he falls, now
he was
you
just
go right
ready
to the
for
front
that,
door.
huh?
Yep, Ghosty Semtex finds the kill on the player inside the hill. So now you have to try to hope this on the
TJ.
cross. TJ on 3 in a row. But again, LA find a way to get in. TJ knows that there's going to be more around.
Did I start recording? I never started recording. It's even, yeah, I mean, let me tell you, we hate to see that. Clip the VOD, it's fine, honestly. We'll just pick it up from here. All right, we're into map 1 because I forgot to hit the record button. It's a Monday morning, and I apologize. But you didn't miss much because LA Thieves just kind of ran over Thieves on this map. Thieves just kind of ran over Ravens on this map. There we go.
Means that he's quickly traded out in LA. They will not be able to win here, but they will be really darn close. And you can already see the movement on the map. Carolina know that they have to try to fight both things at once.
I'll take the VOD stuff from the start. Now, we'll just recap it here. We'll recap it. I'll do a quick TLDR of map 1.
An 80-point difference. Trades going back and forth over towards the street side. Slasher has been shooting straight so far on this map.
There's like one big moment in this map.
By the ARs on the side of the Thieves. Only need 14 points. All the kills go their way.
Yeah, and you've got Hydra just roaming through the middle of the map right now, meaning that Carolina has to play this one-dimensionally through street, and you could, go right over to the AR perspective of LA. Ghosty able to find one. Pinch on the way. Hydra not able to find the player right in front of him, and as Ghosty drops, it's now just down to can they find these quick kills as LA are going to be able to reinforce very swiftly.
Yeah, they just keep on reinforcing, and that's only going to make it more difficult for Carolina because you know they have to play this time. You can't really send player on routes.
Yeah, I mean, this is just worst-case scenario.
You only need 10 seconds, so you can still lose it here at P3.
You don't have spawns. You have to fight scrap time.
One wave of kills is all Carolina needs. I just don't know if they're going to have time to find them.
Yeah, 4 seconds until the new hardpoint opens. You've already got 3 players in position again. The frustration of Carolina trying to break P4 the last time, still lingering and hurting the confidence on this break attempt. TJ trying to dash in, not going to happen. Slasher trying to follow up, also denied, and LA comfortable after the second rotation on that P4.
I would say, like, this was what? Yeah, well, you have like pretty much a tie game here. They had the 35 seconds at P3, but then they also break P4. Like, this is kind of the big moment. This is the shift. You just flatline 3 hills in a row. I mean, honestly, when you just invest this much for a P4 rotation and then you don't get it, I mean, you just get smoked.
Pool a lot, but when it was first added, it was a staple for them, especially in Minor 1.
Yeah, you can already see into this round number 1. LA Thieves are going to be the team on the attacking side. Envoy finds that first blood. So early numbers advantage in favor of them, but Gwyn with the response makes it a 3v3. But look at the space already that these are able to take. They rotate over. They realize all the pressure's at this side. Let's just go plan it at the opposite.
Yep. Scrap, good read on this. Yeah, good for 2. One
Really
more
good
around
read.
the corner. No, Gwyn able to find the shutdown. Leaves him for a 1v2 situation to follow up. This would be a 1v3 in overall, but Hydra's right there, bottom side bar to find the elimination and steal the round.
And the crazy,
There's a risk here. Like, Scrap is by himself. Like, when is he... So what? You go 1-for-1 over towards the A site, get pushed up. Like, bomb is all the way here. So you have like a 2-on-3 on this rotation. Like, the numbers are in favor of Carolina. I mean, this is just a really good spot. Nice little pop-up.
Good for 2.
And that's just pretty much the round. But there is a risk in that.
Leaves him for a 1v2
If, like, Carolina maybe go through balcony
overall, but Hydra's
and find maybe Hydra, but or go top office window, maybe check that. But good round 1 there.
we're also 100% in that category as well once we get it down. So they're just taking advantage of the things that are thrown at them and running away with it.
looking really solid, looking really clean. Opening battle over towards the open hall. Forced as Hydra comes in, looking for the support from the grenades, but Gwyn wins the first. Slasher over to the top will find
Envoy's
another.
through.
But keep your eye on Envoy playing over towards Lambo side. He could come up behind this play.
Oh, and Envoy's in the perfect position to at least
It's a
find
good
one,
slide.
almost find the second.
That's a tough area to get multi-kills.
Now leaves Scrap in a 1v2. Carolina gonna play this patient. He's gonna have open right in front of him.
Gets away, but down to 6 HP, trying to elude as best he possibly can. But what's the next design here for LA? Ghosty gonna try to make his move over towards A. Trophy system to try to give some illusion that there could be a hit at A, but Slasher up top finds the opener on
This is what you see a lot on Hacienda. A lot of just 4-on-4s, a lot of retakes.
Any intention of trying to fool this Carolina defense has been snuffed
Feels
out
like when you
just by
spread
raw
out, if you're the
aggression.
defense, you just get
that's
smoked.
perfect.
So
Finding
it's
this
either
trick
4 hit top
taking away
halls,
top secret.
or just you play
Already
slow
in
over
play.
towards
The
A,
bomb's most
retake
likely
B.
to go over towards A. You're also able to locate Hydra, even though a team kill does go down. 3v1 now for Ghosty.
Obviously has an idea that some of the Ravens are over towards Secret. Clean shots onto Slasher. No immediate follow-up, so Ghosty will get the reset. Plenty of time if you want to try to change the angle up as well.
Yeah, Ghosty already knows, Alan, that they most likely have the bomb down. That's why they're playing as tight as they are. Now they have given up that information. And with 30 seconds left, I don't know if Ghosty's going to waste a lot of time trying to locate where they are.
Ooh.
Wow, that could have gone really
Just
bad for
over
Carolina.
the top were Gwyn and Vivid, but Ghosty now has an SMG to play with 20 seconds on the clock. Re-clears out the top secret halls, and he's going to get a planet A. This is very realistic that he could pull this off. Just comes down to what do the Ravens do on this rotation.
They're gonna be
coming
quick
back.
on
They're
it.
going to stay on the high ground, move towards window, but Ghosty will be unseen as he makes his
play
way
from
back
Vivid,
to
he just
connector, but
waits.
Vivid holds his ground through the window to make sure he can catch the rotation. 2 rounds in a row here for Carolina, back onto the attack. And they're just gonna run it over through Fountain. AR's up top, trying to get some supporting fire in. Gwyn trying to force the first blood versus Hydra as the trades exist over the top of the window battle. Big 1v1 here. Hydra gets the better of Gwyn initially, but Gwyn keeps his aim locked. That's enough for an advantage now as 2v2 will develop, but the defense has to come back to the play, and Gwyn's gonna get timing here on the Ghosty.
Perfect timing to turn it into 1v2, but Envoy in position to potentially find the trades.
Close.
Only able to get one, though. The double challenge.
Close.
Just Carolina.
Wins that. The round looks very different, but Gwyn is on 7-3, winning a couple of massive individual moments. As LA, this time with the support of the trophy system, will commit to A, but keep
you
your
are
eye
quick
on
on
both
this.
TJ and Gwyn.
They are
gotten
fast.
through the middle of the map, and
They just
they're
don't know if they're
behind
A or
the play.
B.
They're super fast, too.
Okay, so they're gonna check
I
A.
think the Scrap is going to be aware of this. He's going to get dropped for free.
Hydra is in
Slasher on the
office.
opposite side
Yep.
finds a second instant 4v2, but Hydra finds one.
Yep, and this is all about can Vivid stay alive. He's seen one go over towards Tim. That's massive information for this Carolina defense on the retake. Gwyn able to hit Hydra easy. Now it's just down to Envoy from top side window. Knows he has to be cautious of any players coming through patio side. Here's the door to open up. Envoy with the stun play, but no, TJ from behind finds...
Just a good round. Like, they just are hoping to... So what, you have like your ARs up top, both watching the window. As soon as they know there's nothing here,
winning a couple of
they know it's an A or a B
moments.
hit.
As LA this time,
They just got to figure out which
trophy
one. They
system
hear the
will
stun,
commit
so
to
they're
A, but
thinking
keep
this
your
side.
eye on both TJ and Gwyn. They have gotten through the middle of the...
They kind of wait. Like, you see Vivid maybe think like there could be pressure B side. Gwyn's thinking about it, maybe going towards B, but I think they're just like, screw it, let's hit the A site.
Behind the play. Here in round number 6. Stun will land before the trophy system comes down. LA will get a little bit of information. There is some aggression towards A. Do they get a read on Gwyn's position, though? Playing in towards Secret at the moment. Follow-up stuns are
it's
decent.
good help from
Do
Hydra.
they see Gwyn? Yeah. Hydra catches him just in the nick of time, and now it's numbers for LA.
Now you have them trapped. You already have players putting them in the back on the backside towards spiral steps. Trapped over towards this A side. Scrap finds the second kill onto Vivid. Instant 4v2. TJ is also gonna flaw. So now it's Slasher left in the 1v4. Has to find one, but instantly going to be traded. Thieves with the adjustments.
Kind of all on Gwyn in that round, right? So you send 3 towards A. He's just kind of lurking a secret. Like if he's able to make a play and kill that player top window, maybe that gets messy.
But to delay the hit to window as LA have to check if there's a hit over the top of A. So that stun not being denied by the trophy system, massive in terms of LA finding an advantage and stopping what Carolina were designing. And here we go. We got some quick action over through Rock Hall. Opening exchange decent. Ghosty still trying to force the issue, but Carolina find every single elimination. Ghosty the last one left for what would be a 1v3.
Yeah, 1v3 technically. 1v2 now with a minute and 5 to work with. So much time to develop on some long routes. He's going to take a sweet angle pushing through this A site. Slash and Vivid going to run around as an army of 2. Don't know if they have the information that the bomb is down, but there's going to be no action for at least another 10,
deja vu.
15,
it's not the same thing.
30 seconds.
It might be the rest of the round, Jade, at this point. It's going to be very quiet over the top of Hacienda. And Carolina have picked their battleground, and they are going to lock in, playing just outside of Lambeau right here on checkers. Slasher watching one angle, Vivid the other, both playing very tight corners. Stray nade gets tossed over towards B. Doesn't really do much to influence Ghosty. He sees Vivid opening shots are there. Slasher holding the corner. Ghosty able to predict it, but can't lock down enough to get the kill.
And now Carolina at point game.
Yep. What do you call it here? TJ looking
like
like he wants to go over towards
yeah, I mean,
Rockall.
you just got to know they're corner to corner in that.
Stacked. In and up through office. One player down low. Slasher able to find the opener. Gwyn in a little bit of trouble, but it's a trade that favors LA. TJ the only one not a part of the mix. And he's
Carolina do a really good job though on their defenses, like just showing different looks.
Give him a little bit of an advantage.
Like from that bottom middle look to the couple rounds ago to that one where they all hit through B.
Potentially set up around it, but him and Scrap do not want to get bad timing here. Just consistently going back and forth. TJ's a bad timing, not going to be able to spot them.
Yeah,
so this was
5-2 to play
huh?
with though, just in case. TJ, now here's his moment. First shots are decent, but Hydra responds perfectly. Yeah, you got to keep in mind that Gwyn at one point was 7-3. He's just 9-6 now, so he's also been kind of countered from finding that early success. And Carolina are going to play a passive setup, at least around A and middle, largely because, well, they've got the RC. Does get destroyed quickly, so Vivid will understand there is some sort of a threat here at A. But the question mark is, what can Hydra do from this position?
All right, so this is a lot different, right? You had one player go through water. Who's that? TJ. Somebody started with him. I think it was Gwyn and then backs on up. Or actually, he's middle of the map now. So you have a fight going down right here. Envoy's lurking. You had the RC car over towards A. It's not like a stack out of Carolina like they've been doing.
His timing is going to be everything.
It's very spread.
Okay, he's able to find the first blood onto Gwyn on the hop up. So numbers advantage in favor of the Thieves. You have TJ going on.
Kind of just on TJ. What does he find? Yeah, he gets nothing.
He's going to be met with the likes of Envoy. He loves to hit that kind of route. 2v4, 2v3 now.
Vivid able to find one, keep his life, slip away, but this is so much you have to clear. And Slasher almost able to barrel stuff Hydra.
Too many solo gunfights for Carolina. I mean, they're kind of just hoping with the RC car, like they want to work the pinch, but Gwyn gets caught middle of the map.
Over to the same A strategy. This is where Gwyn
kind of
was
is individual fights
trying to
from
play
there.
off the staircase. This is the exact same setup, but this time the trophy system does get down. RC will get the read that the hit is on over towards A, so they don't have to check from the window position. You've got a long route happening around the back. Scrap, a key first blood. Bomb is planted. It's got to be Gwyn, and he gets found in the back line. LA now with the numbers on their retake.
Slasher's lurking now. He gets one.
Slasher trying to make up for it.
That's a good play by Hydra. Just leaves him.
If you're Hydra, someone
That's an awesome play.
To defuse. I got a shoulder. He's not going to kill me. We're going around 11.
Wow.
How does TJ die here? Is he just shouldering this?
On over towards A, so they don't have to check from the window position. You've got a long.
It's a bad first death. It's not even shoulder. He tries to nade him and then fight it.
The read that the hit is on.
It's a good shoulder.
A, so they don't have to check from the window.
He shoulders it well right here, and then he just starts fighting it with his nade. I think he wants to go 1-for-1 here with the nade, but he just misses it. Well, Scrap avoids it.
First blood. Bomb is planted. It's got to be Gwyn, and he gets found in the back line. LA now with the numbers on their retake.
Yeah.
Hydra, someone instantly hopped in.
They've kind of just got away from what worked. Carolina.
Now we're in this round 11. Carolina on the offense. They might just want to go with the aggression because that's what's been working.
How many ARs are they going to pull for this one? No, it's just going to be TJ Gwyn
trying
to play over through open halls. LA playing down low this time. Scrap able to find first blood through office stairs. But TJ does get through. Do they know there's a player on barrel? I don't
They
believe
blooded
they
like
do.
3 rounds
Ghosty's
in a
gonna
row with no
elect to
trades
just
too.
use the
Just like
doors
3
as his
freebies.
alarm system for any play up top at the office. There's the push through. Ghosty finds the kill, and he expects there might be another Raven just up top.
And now in a 4v2, information gained onto 1. But you just got to take care of Gwyn. Now information gained on the both. How do we find these kills together?
RC coming back over towards Arches, finds some damage. Hydra trying to follow up off of it. Gwyn just gonna hold. Slasher trying to work with him. But this is taking time, and at some point you're gonna have to plant. Hydra reveals his position. Gwyn coming back to the bomb site. If they commit for a plant, Scrap can win the map right here. But no, there's patience. Scrap absolutely smokes him.
Dude, there's a risk to that too. I mean, that is a ballsy gunfight. Because if you lose that, bomb's probably planted. Like your other 2 players are all the way across the map.
He's got to go.
But it's over.
You got to recover the bomb. You got to get it.
I mean, he's 11-7. He do what he wants.
He's going to be ready and waiting for you to get it down.
And there he is. Kill number 7 in a row.
How many first bloods they end up with? 4, 6, 6 to 5. I think they like the last 4 though. I think they got every single one. They got every single one in the last 4.
Considering that Carolina has been a top 4 team in every event we've had essentially to this point, they have yet to win more than just a single map versus the Thieves in their 2 attempts squaring up. So there's just something in this matchup that feels a little bit different, as this opening couldn't be more perfect for the Thieves. Already over towards A. Scrap says not interested. We've got high ground control. Let me get some free progress at B. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we find all the kills to the middle of the map. We know where Carolina going to spawn, deep as hell away from that B point. So let's earn some free segments while Hydra's already working on the pinch. First segment locked. Here come Hydra potentially for a double movement.
I don't know if Gwyn meant to dive there.
Segment locked in though.
And the thing about it is you've already have Ghosty reheated the pitch, so it's going to slow down this Carolina retake attempt. And as the eliminations come through, Envoy finding 2 of them.
I'm actually curious, when Gwyn gets this kill, what happens? So Gwyn gets Hydra here.
Already working on the pinch. First segment locked. Here come Hydra potentially.
Vivid shooting. One's off spawn. Yeah, I guess you're just waiting on Vivid and he doesn't find a kill.
For a double movement, good enough.
It's got to be on Vivid. He's just like looking around though for the player off spawn.
Yeah,
so there we go. They get him off spawn. Envoy wins it.
It's going to slow down this Carolina retake attempt, and as
Okay.
the eliminations come through, Envoy finding 2 of them. That will be a very quick capture of the B zone. Still, map to play with for Scrap off of the exit.
I feel like what we see, I don't really know what Vivid's looking at here. I feel like what we see when teams are on B is that the players that spawn, they spawn up garage side. They try to like get office, right? They try to go through here. Looks like he's worried about like a pinch. It feels like he's the one that has to go.
Second segment locked in though.
Eliminations come through, Envoy finding 2 of them. That will be a very quick capture of the B zone. Still, map to play with for Scrap off of the exit. He'll only find 1, but gets a read that, yep, it's Boathouse spawns, and that means that LA can keep their focus forward as they jump on the A zone.
Yeah, they're already on A, and you got Scrap hitting and Nooses behind enemy lines. Finding another freebie off of the respawn. And Hydra hoping that his teammates can find the rest through the middle of the map area. Hydra effective on the trade, at least secures that first segment, but he knows there's a lot of players surrounding him. Let me just finesse a little bit.
Oh, nice movement there from Hydra, able to get a key win versus TJ. Slasher in the corner goes unnoticed by Ghosty.
They finally Slasher gets out.
For Carolina to get at least some defensive pressure forward towards LA spawns. The problem here is it's still so much clock to play with. Slasher helps out a lot with the double he finds, but Hydra just at the back line will make sure that the Carolina Ravens have to go find him.
Yeah, this is what Hydra just has to do for his team. He just needs to bank on them finding a couple kills off the exit. It already starts with the 1 onto Slasher. You have Gwyn in a position to potentially contest them through bottom secret, but Envoy, he knows I like to hit those plays too. You're not going to catch me lacking. Spots him out, and now you take care of him. Everybody cleared out of your base. This is a scary moment for Carolina.
Yep, you can just fully surround and envelop this control point. Ghosty able to get on, help the stack out. It's Vivid up top to find 1. Clears up just 1 member. There's the follow. Vivid couldn't able to save the day just in the nick of time. But Hydra up top on 4 in a row. Still able to keep his life. Looking for kill number 5, but instead decides I gotta play.
They've been trying to hunt this guy down for like a whole minute.
Doesn't get too far forward.
And this guy's been alive for like 2 minutes.
Jay said it too.
The respawn is able to take
Finally. I'm sure the comms were like, gotta find Hydra.
Stability now. Into the round, a minute left to work with. TJ, can you find a double? Instantly gonna shut down their play, and that's such a huge double. Even with him being,
it's actually turned into a pretty good defense.
Creates Thieves
from Carolina. They stabilized as well.
More time to even get close towards that.
Yep, it also brings our life lead back down now to even with Slasher finding that elimination over the top of P4. Vivid also creating problems on this rotation as he stops the overextension through B. Nice shutdown there from LA. Gives him a little bit of ground to work with. Gwyn right through Secret in a little bit of trouble, but Dances finds himself a corner, and he's got help around the outside of fences in the form of Vivid.
And those kills are huge because this point, right? Like at this point, like where it is. So if you can control these windows, you have like a free angle on all the corners. So as soon as they get Slasher and Gwyn out from this side, just makes it so much easier.
LA have gotten out. Little shadow tracking there from Vivid, looking for the double, spins away and finds Ghosty over towards now the top side of ledge. Clock will pause at 10.4, but it's a 3v4. What a challenge from Envoy. The follow-up from Scrap is good. Just down to Slasher, only finds one, can't get to the zone. LA take the opening offense. Ghosty gonna carry a 3 spree into this next round as Carolina just mad dash their way over to Fountain. Trophy system to help support this. TJ, slow start for him, but finds the key elimination to keep himself on the zone. But the problem is the ARs have already dominated the hallways for LA.
And now they leave TJ by himself. All right, TJ, it's okay. You can slowly work up a progression there. A big gunfight win onto Envoy. But now you sort of got to get on this point. I hope your teammates find the kills. And Vivid and Slasher both win one-on-one gunfights. So first segment might be guaranteed at A. And they're also going to be approaching B.
Yeah, this is looking good here for Carolina. TJ's going to really kind of split the focus. Vivid up top needs to keep his life. Hold on to this window while Slasher sits on the zone with a trophy to help him stay alive.
Just wraps on through.
More shots over through patio side. Not able to follow up on this though, or LA at the moment. TJ off the pinch, able to find one. Tries to slide away. Hydra for the trade. Now diving into the point. Slasher backside fences dealt with.
I think Vivid gets really bad timing too. Well, he's watching this flank forever. They're trying to find Scrap, right? They know he's the last one alive. He's been on this side of the map forever.
Window while Slasher sits on the zone with a trophy.
Watching the flank, watching the flank, watching the flank. You see number 3 in Gwyn watching the full flank because they still just know, right? In the comms, it's sort of we still have 3 dead. Where's Scrap? He was pushed on up. And I don't know if he turns here. Does he try to help TJ?
Not able to follow up on this though, or LA at the moment. TJ off the pinch. Able to
yeah, he like turns for a second.
Side. Not able to follow up on this though.
I mean, that is just COD timing.
Or LA at the moment. TJ
once Vivid dies.
Able to find one. Tries to slide away. Hydra for the trade. Now diving into the point. Yeah, Slasher backside fences dealt with. The SMGs for LA are relentless.
That is just an unlucky life.
Plays 21 and Scrap is in your spawn.
Scrap's already in your base, and he's able to find 2. Not able to get away with his life, but that's already job well done. Only 2 segments on the side of Carolina, and everyone trapped in their base. The SMGs just keep on being so damn annoying. Finally, you're able to take down Hydra, and with 40 seconds left, you gotta go B. You gotta go through well.
And now Ghosty, late pinch. Ooh, big shutdown by Gwyn. Scrap watching from window. Envoy able to find one up top, and actually LA will miss this hit over through B. Scrap was in a really good spot initially, but he's going to back off, allows the clock to stop at 28.6. Envoy on a killing spree. Hydra with a little turn as Scrap was able to assist. Just leaves it to 1. It's Vivid around the point, and he will not be able to do anything. Second tick doesn't even get fully confirmed. It gets depleted a touch, but the biggest question is, can Carolina even see a zone again?
Yep, they got 15 seconds, and I'll have to start by taking care of Scrap through mid-open. He at least finds one before falling. Better trays there out of TJ, but Ghosty and Envoy able to jump themselves into the play. Now Envoy gonna have fun off the respawn on 7 in a row. 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's weird here. I mean, we saw that one setup. Like, well, Scrap like was top window. Like, he does let them through B, but he like turns on purpose. Like, they must just think like this area is just.
B. Scrap wasn't able to find one.
It's right after this. They must just think this area is just the most important. Because like, if he holds this, he probably has 2 kills, but they're worried about something. I guess Gwyn gets this, so they're just worried they're going to lose top halls. I guess if they get to B, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have top window, you can get angles on it. You still have office control. So he gives this up to help, Envoy on this part of the map.
Scrap watching from window. Envoy able to find one up top, and actually,
yeah, they're like, we don't really care. Go to B.
Over through B. Scrap was in a really good spot initially, but he's going to back off, allows the clock to stop at 28.6. Envoy on a killing spree.
I mean, he might still hold that if like Gwyn doesn't get that kill, but it's just interesting.
If they were to pull off what it would be a giga reverse sweep here. But Envoy carries the 8 spree in. You already talked about the streak being earned. Ghosty's on 4. And it's just going to be a flat-out mad dash to B. Just a little heat check, see if we can get away with one. And so far, so good as Envoy finds 9.
And this is a different break-off on this attacking round. Last time it was LA Thieves just taking top mid away and then rotating their way over towards B. So that's sort of what Carolina tried to play for. This time they send every single player over through well. First second about to be guaranteed. There is a contest here from Gwyn and TJ. But Slasher finding that double doesn't allow that first segment to get locked, and now Hydra's in his happy place.
That's a stun.
Just a stun right in his lap. Still almost able to find the first gunfight. But office control will be held by Carolina. Scrap on the pinch. Confident rotation from him. Able to find one for free. But Carolina has snuck forward. Vivid coming back to the play, but Scrap says not today. Shut down by TJ makes this clock keep on ticking, and okay. Decent work here for Carolina on defense.
Yeah, Envoy just has to get something done from top flag. Could have jumped right over Gwyn. Not be ready for that one, but with only 30 seconds left. Big double from Gwyn to shut down that SMG pressure. Now you can keep these players trapped in. No one watching the overextension through Rock, though. You're going to be in a good position if you are Slasher, but you're just going to give it on up.
Yeah, stuns and nades really well done. Just, again, shutting down any point of entry for LA. Envoy behind the play. Has to get onto the zone and likely win this 1v1, which he doesn't even really need to get shot back out again. So now you're going to get 14.2 in the clock.
So how did they get out of this? You get TJ, you go 1 for 1.
Yeah, stuns and nades really well done. Just, again, shutting down any point of entry.
Hydra kills Gwyn, and then what? Slasher's watching the pinch. He's got to work, I guess, try to pick this up with an AR.
Tree for LA. Envoy behind the...
Vivid has to worry about both middle, like, connector and this outside part, I guess, depending on where Slasher is. They just have no idea Envoy's here.
Has to get onto the zone and likely win this 1v1.
Yeah, Slasher moves forward as soon as Gwyn does.
Shot back out again. So now you're going to get 14.2 in the clock. Likely to get the extra 60 with Carolina spawning Boathouse and all 4 LA members on the point.
Yeah, that was a beautiful route there from Envoy. He was the only player to work with that overextension through Rock side. Slasher doesn't pick it up, so he's able to walk behind enemy lines. And his teammates at the same time find kills. Now they all of a sudden have an extra minute to work with. But Carolina immediately on the exit are able to find 3 of the 4. Last player alive is going to be Ghosty. And now you have Slasher already contesting the spawners.
Yeah, good shutdown by TJ. Pressure for Carolina. Already top spiral. Big win from Vivid. Envoy through Secret. Able to see TJ. And wasn't sure if he was going to actually commit to those shots or not. But decides to reveal his position. Carolina now move around just a touch. LA finding some space to get out of spawn here, though. And this could lead to Envoy making a play if he decides to follow up on this action over through connector.
Yeah, and Envoy puts down those shots to top secret to try to get his player in scrap.
I think what we just talked about with Thieves, how they like control top window, and that's their goal, that's their priority. Like, you don't get this from Ravens. Like, Slasher's pushed up, you're giving them the furthest spawn from the A point all the way back here. Like, this should be perfect. You have 3 players on your screen right here controlling this top hallway, but then multiple players just jump out.
See TJ and wasn't sure if he was going to actually commit to those shots or not.
So Gwyn goes all the way through to try to pick this up. They're just worried about bottom connector, and I don't know if you have to worry about that here. Because if they get on A, don't you just control top windows? As long as you have top spiral controller or somebody's watching it, it feels like you're good.
But decides to reveal his position. Carolina now move around just a touch.
Watch, TJ jumps out. Like, they're worried about Scrap's spot. So now it just leaves Vivid by his lonesome. And as soon as Vivid dies, Slasher feels like he has to get involved. Then he dies to the player off spawn. I think this is just like a miscommunication here from Carolina.
Finding some space to get out of spawn here, though. And
like, you do get the kill on a Scrap right here, but now you have nobody top halls. So again, Slasher feels like he's got to flank this. These 2 players are just bottom connector. They either back all the way up or...
this could lead to Envoy making a play if he decides to follow up on this action over through connector.
Yeah, and Envoy puts...
And now look, you're on the A point. You have nobody top halls control. Ghosty's there. Hydra's watching the window, and then from the hill, Envoy and Ghosty can just watch bottom connector, right? Like, this should just giving up that part of the map is just a mistake, I think.
Get his player in scrap in a better position, but once they sniff him out, LA Thieves now take that mid map away. So they're slowly trying to just stay on this A point. Only 30 seconds to go. Scrap just gonna hop right on off. No one in his teammates don't have all the map control. Yeah. But Hydra finding that double. First segment already locked.
Yeah, he shuts down the connector play, and now Envoy's on the other side, and Hydra finds another. You've got a chance to stack here if you're LA. 3 players.
Someone's got to help Vivid
2
there.
2 ticks are in. Trophy system to keep him safe. Gwyn finds one. The re-entry trying to come through, but LA still on the zone, and they will finish it off through capture.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Thieves played that extremely well, but I just think there's some throws there on the side of Carolina, which no matter what there is usually in losses. Well, obviously map 2, but even throughout this like round 3, like you had some pretty solid situations if you're Carolina, and yeah, they just found all the kills. All right, so semifinal 1 is done.